Everything that is explained in this video is summarized from CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to support my channel for more XRP updates and some other cryptocurrencies as a whole. Now take a look at this. Ripple's CTO says, I don't need to keep working at Ripple. David Schwartz, the chief technology officer at Ripple, has taken to the Twitter social media platform to make a few important revelations about himself and his work at Ripple blockchain behemoth. Here's what would make Schwartz quit the tech officer. The Ripple co-founder, who was also the CEO in the past, Chris Larsen, approached him and invited him to join the team because of Schwartz's loyalty. In return, Schwartz said that he would remain loyal to him as long as he believed that Larsen would be the right chief to run the company. The Kaito describes Larsen as rational, with an opinion that is hard to argue with. And Schwartz made it clear that he was loyal to Ripple, which employed him and not Chris Larsen in particular, even though he was the boss. Many years ago, I was talking to Chris Larsen and he said he wanted me on the board at Ripple because I was loyal. And in the moment, I interpreted it as loyal to him. I told him that I would be loyal to him so long as I felt he was the right guy to run Ripple. He's rational at the moment. Schwartz stated he holds a lot of Ripple stock. And perhaps this is why he also revealed that he does not need to work for Ripple. Therefore, he will give up his high-ranking position there as soon as it's not fun anymore. Schwartz is not a billionaire yet, regretting he chose Ripple stock over XRP as for loyalty from other people. Schwartz admitted that he tells other people he does not need it if they do not think he deserves it. Even his harshest critics admit that he pointed out, believing that many take jabs at him exactly for this without realizing. Still, even though the Ripple holds a lot of the company shares, he recently tweeted that he is not a billionaire yet. As reported by You Today earlier, Schwartz owns 2 of Ripple stock. However, recently, he admitted that choosing stock over XRP was a big mistake. The 3 people who founded Ripple, Arthur Brito, Jed McCaleb, and Chris Larsen opted for XRP instead and received 20 billion XRP between the 3 of them. In 2020, when the SEC sued, it also initiated legal action against Larsen and Garlinghouse for selling XRP directly to institutional investors as unregistered securities. A few years later, the SEC dropped the case against them, but not against Ripple. I believe that the market is likely to have a significant amount of growth. According to Garlinghouse, I believe that a player based in the United States who prioritizes compliance has a significant role to play. Regulation of the environment and the promotion of clearly defined guidelines. Additionally, Garlinghouse discussed the regulatory environment in the United States, expressing his disapproval of the slow rate of legislative development, which he believes is a barrier to the expansion of the industry. He added that Washington is still trying to understand this market, expressing concern over prospective legislation that would create unnecessary restrictions on the evolving cryptocurrency business. Washington is still trying to understand this market. This administration, I think, has taken a pretty anti-crypto stance led by SEC Gary Gensler. As the chair doesn't understand it, he said, expressing his particular disapproval of the present administration and regulatory figures. He was particularly scathing of the people in charge of the administration. Additionally, he contested the narrative that was presented by certain politicians, such as Senator Elizabeth Warren, who he cited as saying, the only people using crypto are bad actors. A call to action for more informed, pro-innovation policies that fit with supporting job creation and economic growth was Garlinghouse's final statement. This call to action was reminiscent of the early days of the internet boom in Silicon Valley. He underlined that this is about leading the next wave of innovation and also urged lawmakers in the United States to embrace and encourage the growth of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency through the implementation of legislation that is both clear and supportive. Through the medium of X, he added how policies that encourage innovation will prevail in the United States. In the first phase, the leadership of the SEC should be replaced. And in the second step, Elizabeth Warren's staff should read some facts about cryptocurrency rather than constantly spreading falsehoods. The public continues to be interested in the SEC v. Ripple Labs case. The most well-known example would be the XRP litigation. It is assumed that the native token of Ripple, XRP, ought to be categorized as a security. Despite Ripple's consistent legal victories, there is still talk that the company may sue the U.S. Supreme Court. These ramifications stem from the recent ruling in favor of the SEC in a Coinbase lawsuit, which may have an impact on upcoming legal disputes. Thus, Layden Stewart, the former chief of the CC's crypto litigation branch, spoke at a panel discussion at Columbia Business School. Since Stewart and the commission have split, here's highlights the complexity of cryptocurrency regulation from the standpoint of the SEC. She brought out the possibility that the recent Coinbase incident may prompt the SEC to stick to its current course and adopt a stricter stance. Crypto terminology could be impacted by the XRP litigation. Stewart gave attendees and market participants the reassurance that the Securities and Exchange Commission would keep an eye on the cryptocurrency sector. And the CFTC, she asked further, they are not willing to back down from any trials in the cryptocurrency area. They said, reiterating their commitment to stand by customers in the face of demands for more stringent regulations. In addition, Stewart stated that the Supreme Court may hear arguments over the definition of securities regarding cryptocurrencies based on the court's decisions in instances such as Ripple. Conflicting opinions were demonstrated by more than just the other panelists. DLX Law's attorney, Louis Cohen, and Polygon analyst Rebecca Reddy were similarly dissatisfied with the SEC's regulation strategies, which they felt were unworkable given the existing legal framework. These individuals asserted that most of the problems are related to ambiguity and securities market regulation generally, and that the legal requirements about securities inside digital asset exchanges are relatively ambiguous. The Supreme Court might make crypto regulations clear. There are still strong disagreements on the use of securities rules for digital assets and the official listing of cryptocurrency registration. The outcome of the case will set the precedent that other participants in the cryptocurrency market may subsequently choose to follow as the U.S. judicial system is still developing. About Stewart, a ruling by the Supreme Court can bridge the legal ambiguity and perhaps alter enforcement or compliance-related activity. The Stewart concluded in a conciliatory manner, departing from the opposing viewpoints that the panelists had previously had. The future of cryptocurrency regulation and the wider integration of digital currencies into financial operations will largely depend on the discussions surrounding this issue and the legislation that is now being developed. Before being eclipsed by the blockchain, XRPL has seen a significant upsurge in activity and importance in the cryptocurrency space. The creation of new applications and the spread of meme coins, which have given the ecosystem new vitality, are indicative of this revival. Furthermore, the Edson Foundation's strategic initiatives and strategic grant distribution have been essential in promoting ecosystem development and innovation. These developments highlight the importance of considering XRP Ledger as an integrated ecosystem with diverse potential and applications rather than just as a single isolated entity. SEC lawsuits' impact on XRPLA and XRP investors is clarified by pro-XRP attorney Bill Morgan's observations, which highlight the lawsuits' significant effects on XRPL and its stakeholders. For the past 4 years, Ripple has kept a low profile about XRPL due to the protracted legal struggle, which is a sign of the regulatory uncertainties surrounding the project. As a result, rival blockchain systems have taken advantage of this unpredictability to obtain a market edge. The ongoing expectation that the litigation will be resolved hurts investor mood.